Good morning to an absolutely fabulous morning here in Kenya. We are live from the Masai Mara. We are still currently in the not quite south, but the eastern sectors. We're about halfway between a place called Kikarok and Talek, and the local migration is here. So the main wildebeest migration is still to the south of us, and all these wildebeest that are spread out over the plain around us have come out of the hills in Kenya. So there's about 15 to 20,000 wildebeest that actually don't leave Kenya when the migration goes, but they have a very small local migration of about 100 kilometers. The thing that absolutely blows my mind is that the day the main migration arrived across the Sand River, the local migration arrived as well. Now, there must be something in the air or something in the grass that has made them just arrive, and it is quite wonderful. Can you hear that, Dave? Now, a lot of what's happening is boys chasing the girls. And it is probably one of the most funny things to witness. And Jamie is actually begged. She wants to do a commentary on a male wildebeest trying to chase off males and get lucky at the same time. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. And I'm going to let Jamie do the next segment, all about the and literally, I think we've actually come to an understanding about how wildebeest speak. Remember, this is 100% live, and you can ask us questions by using the hashtag SafariLive. And we're just sitting, and at the moment, I'm just soaking up the sun, to be honest. It was really chilly this morning, and I know this sounds horrible, but we started off our morning with a bit of a bang, didn't we, Dave? We did. We were very, very lucky last night. We stayed at, I think it's probably one of my favorite camps in Africa at the moment. We stayed at a camp called Salas, where we will be staying quite regularly while the migration's here. And the whole night last night, we just got serenaded by the lions. And while we're sitting around the fire before dinner, we heard the lions, and over the night, sort of every half an hour, they were just a little bit closer, till when we woke up this morning, it was a vibrating tent. And we drove 25 meters out of camp, and we were lucky enough to see a mating pair in the most glorious golden light. Now, we will have signal there shortly, but unfortunately at the moment we don't. And it was just absolutely gorgeous. Now, Francis, in Israel, Shalom Francis, would like to know what animals make up the migration. Well, the majority of the animals are wildebeest, probably about 1.5 million animals. And the rest are made up by Thompson's gazelle and zebra. So it is quite special that to see them all together, and I love it, because I mean, this is the small migration, and the wildebeest have come in from the conservancies. But if we spread our eye to the opposite valley there, there's a couple of hundred zebra. Now, these zebra are actually the forerunners of the great migration, not the local migration. And what happens is the zebras are bulk grazers, so they don't mind sight. Who can see what we see in Kenya? Now, 1, 2, 3. Dave's going to show you what we see. Oh, look at that. Hello, pretty lady. Now, one of the most exciting things for us being out here is we have no idea who this lion is. And this is new country for us. It's new territory. And so we'll learn together. And